Coming up in today's food adventure, I'm visiting the city of Eternal Spring. Apologies guys, I am unable to finish this introduction at the moment. I'm just a tad distracted by this potato buffet. Are you kidding me? I'm talking all you can eat potato. You've got the sauce and topping bar of my dreams. Crazy, crazy cheap price. I mean, I haven't been this excited about anything for a long time and I've got my wedding in a month. That's a joke. Anyway, while I regain my composure and prepare my stomach for the dish of my destiny, let me take you back to this morning where this fabulous day began. Hello, hello, and welcome to another Chinese food adventure, and I am in Kunming. I've actually been here quite a few times before, so I can already tell you guys that this is a really chill, laid-back city. It's got great weather all year round. There are always flowers in bloom. I mean, they do call this the city of eternal spring. There's a green lake here, an even bigger lake, a bit more on the city outskirts, and also a famous variety of rice noodles called guoqiao mi xian, crossing bridge rice noodles, which are really tasty, also really special, and would definitely recommend you give those a go if you come here to Kunming. But I'm not going to be having them today because today I want to take my relationship with Kunming to second base and go deeper, if you will. So to do that, I formulated a 3-step plan, and it goes as follows. Number 1 is visit a local market. Number 2 is to try a local snack. And number 3 is to try the local shaokao. So we're starting right here, right now with this local market. I've been told this market is popular with tourists and locals alike, and that they sell, well, pretty much everything. Pickled goods and sauces, tea, dried fruits, flowers, and of course, we're in Yunnan now. Of course, we've got those big tobacco pipes for sale here too. You'll see these pipes being smoked and sold pretty much everywhere in the province. First thing striking me about this market is definitely the fruits and vegetables. Like, I know that Yunnan, because of its geographic position, because of the climate, it has some really great growing potential for fruits and veg. But the thing that's striking me is a lot of these I have never seen before. It's totally foreign to me. And the cutest thing ever is actually this corn they have here. You've never seen a cuter corn in your life, honestly. It looks like that kind of chewy corn that I find a lot in Dongbei, but just in like really, really small form. I have never seen a corn like this before. Like, I've seen the mini corn that I used to have in Australia. They put it in stir fries and it's like really, really small, but this is like somehow falling in between, and apparently it's going to be even sweeter. So let's try it. It's like that chewy corn, but yeah, it is quite sweet. And apparently this one will have a different taste as well. Let's try it. A bit more earthy. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. I wish they had corn like this in more places. It's like a cute little portion size, easy to like pick up, take on the go, a little less awkward than a full, massive, girthy corn. A bit more approachable, you know? Oh my gosh, and look how cute it looks in the husk. The cutest corn I've ever seen. Along with the fruits and veg, you've also got an array of cooked dishes here, as well as a lot of signs encouraging visitors to sample for free. I've come across a free chip tasting station where they are frying and seasoning these chips just live. And yeah, obviously I'm gonna go and have a free chip, maybe 2, maybe 3. This one is mala flavor, spicy and mouth-numbing, and it was super packed with flavor. 这个呢?
这个是椒盐.
And I love my Sichuan peppercorn. I love a bit of a mouth buzz. That is right up my alley. I wish I could buy that back in Chongqing. Wish that Lay's did a flavor like that. This one is tomato flavor. Look, I've never been a fan of tomato flavored chips, so I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, on to our next free snack. This one is called wandoufen, yellow pea pudding.
It is made of yellow pea. It is three materials: salt, water, and yellow pea.
Oh.
I think the three materials is natural material.
Okay, first I'll try one on its own.
It's very tasty, good.
And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know I have a complicated relationship with wandou, with this yellow pea. There's a wandou huang that you can find in Beijing that I'm just really not the biggest fan of. Let's see how I like this. It looks a little bit like cheese. Oh, interesting texture. Very, wow. It's kind of like if you combined something glutinous with something jelly-like, with something pea, with that like slight graininess to it. Now I'm gonna try it with a bit more flavor on it. That is so good with the sauce. It takes that pudding just to a whole new level. The sauce itself, it's got this chili oil in there, so it's quite smoky, a lot of sesame as well. Also quite fragrant from the coriander and the green onion. And basically what it does is it turns that pudding into just a texture, which for me is what appeals to me about that pudding. And here they sell it by the block for people to take home and prepare for themselves. As for me, I think I'm more keen to figure out how they do this sauce. It's so freaking good. In a market like this, I don't often see people advertising their products as being vegan, but this seems to be like a vegan stall. They sell lots of different vegan meatballs here. So they've got one made of lotus, one made of potato. The seller was super kind and gave me a piece of that vegan lotus root meatball to try. Oh, that's so good. Really meaty, actually. Soft on the inside, crispy on the outside. I'd definitely have this again. I came across this stall here and they have the most delicious looking cakes. They're so colorful. They have so many flavors. They're called xianghua bing and are basically cakes filled with rose petals. And you'll see these being sold all over Kunming. And I saw that they have one that is a matcha flavor and it's green and it looks so cool. So I want to try it. Oh, check that out. It's so layered. And then on the inside, you have this moist layer of rose. But over here, it also says which is a ham cake. So I've asked to try one. I know that ham is like a real specialty of the province and I will actually be making a whole video about ham coming up in the next few weeks. So this will be my first taste of Yunnan ham and it's in cake form. It's right on the cusp of salty and sweet. That outside is kind of like shortbread. It's really crumbly pastry. And inside it's just the slightest bit salty. It's like sweet and salty inside. Less hammy than I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna bite into it and I'd get this smoky, salty, overwhelming taste, but it's definitely sweeter than I was expecting. I absolutely love coming to a local market. I just think it's a great way to get a slice of local life and have those one-on-one interactions with locals. And in my opinion, it's those interactions that really change your status from a tourist who observes to a traveler who immerses and takes that one step further to understand the culture of the place that you're traveling. So if you're planning a trip to China, why not invest in yourself, invest in a new skill and learn a bit of Mandarin before you come here so you can have those interactions. And of course, the app I suggest you use to do so is Rosetta Stone. So Rosetta Stone is a language learning app that I've been using for 3 years now, and basically it teaches you through immersion. Instead of memorizing long lists of vocabulary, Rosetta Stone employs techniques like repetition and exercises like matching speaker audio to visuals, as well as pronunciation exercises, which are also helpful when dealing with a tonal language like Mandarin. And using Rosetta Stone, I can confidently say you're going to be learning those skills that you'll need to thrive in this kind of environment. I mean, you're going to be learning your numbers, you're going to learn to know how to order, how to pay, how to ask how much something costs. And in my experience learning Mandarin, being able to communicate even a little bit in what many people call the world's hardest language, it feels pretty badass and it feels like an amazing achievement when you can communicate in a language that isn't your mother tongue. Guys, if you'd like to check out and try out Rosetta Stone for yourself, you can check out the link in my description where there's actually currently a 60% off sale, the lifetime subscription. And basically what that means is you're going to get lifetime unlimited access to all the languages that Rosetta Stone offers. So for whatever your vacation destination, wherever you want to go on exchange or retire or go on a trip, Rosetta Stone will be there to help you immerse along the way. I was just walking through this market and there's this little restaurant upstairs that is really intriguing me. Douhua mi xian, basically tofu pudding rice noodles. I mean, I'm here in Yunnan, I got to get me some rice noodles. Didn't think it would come with tofu pudding, my first one, but you know, I have seen crazier things. But it's not just tofu pudding that goes on there. No, sir. In fact, you've got about 10 different toppings, sauces, and herbs to be added before you even get a glimpse of that tofu. After the tofu is added, you've got an optional last step to add some minced meat. But they also have a vegetarian version that skips this meat at the end. Right now, I am loving everything about this. I am loving all of the things inside. I mean, underneath this douhua here, you can just see a layer of sauce and chili and peanuts and all the things. Those rice noodles look so juicy. I'm just gonna mix it all up here. Big moment, guys. First bowl of rice noodles here in Yunnan. I mean, not first bowl ever. I've been to Yunnan several times and pretty much every morning when I'm here and I'm traveling, I get a bowl of rice noodles for breakfast. And it's one of those things that really change from place to place, from city to city, village to village. The local variety of mi xian and rice noodles will be completely different. And this is definitely different to any variety I've had before because there's actually douhua inside, tofu pudding. I'm not sure what that's gonna add to this. Maybe like a bit of a breakfastiness. All in all, a very, very nice bowl of rice noodles, very flavorful. Wow, this is a whack bang of flavor. garlicky, spicy, also sour. There's quite a lot of pickles in here as well, which I'm loving. To be completely honest with you, I'm not exactly too sure what the douhua is bringing to this. I think maybe this is my fault. I've mixed it up a little bit too enthusiastically, so you've only got like the slightest, little tiniest pieces of douhua kind of scattered through. I think the highlight really is how juicy and bouncy those rice noodles are. So good. Okay, I think I'm just about done with this market, but not, however, markets in general. I'm now heading across town to the Donan flower market, which guess what? It's the biggest flower market in Asia. And yeah, as you can imagine, it's massive. The thing you need to know about Kunming is it's a flower city. I mentioned a bit earlier, but there are always flowers in bloom in this city. And there's also so many places selling flowers in this city. I feel like in other Chinese cities where people are selling fruits on the back of their truck, here in Kunming, it's with flowers instead. The girls are out in force with their flower crowns, taking photos. Love it. You can only imagine the smell that's currently wafting through my nostrils. And it's a smell that's evolving every few steps because, you know, right now I'm walking past orchids, but then in a few steps I'm walking past roses. Here you've basically got access to every variety of fresh cut flower you can think of, and in my opinion, at very reasonable prices. Most of the bunches I saw were running at around 10 to 15 renminbi a bunch, but it's not just fresh flowers that are being sold here. I know nothing about roses, but apparently here you can actually buy like the roots and like the first little sprouts, and it'll turn into the roses that are labeled here. That's pretty cool. Is that how it's usually done? Rose growers, let me know in the comments below. You've also got seeds, pre-arranged bouquets, bonsai, potted plants, big and small, and that's only the first floor. As I mentioned, this place is gargantuan. Here on the second floor, we have a lot of flower adjacent products, a lot of cute little pots that you can buy for your flowers. Also the largest variety of succulents and cacti I've ever seen. I mean, look how cute this one is and how pumpkin-y this one is. I also love how some of them have been potted. Absolute cuteness overload, I tell you. If I lived in Kunming, I'd have one seriously pimped out garden and of course flowers in every room. The cruelest thing about this situation is, you know, I'm in Asia's largest flower market. I love my flowers. I would love to buy some flowers, but I'm traveling. I'm changing hotel tomorrow. What am I going to do with fresh flowers? Water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. Maybe this is the universe telling me I should just move to Kunming. Oh, you know what I'll buy? I'll buy a bag of lavender and keep my things smelling nice in my suitcase. And when I was buying this, the guy who was selling it was telling me that this smell will last for up to a year or a year and a half in some cases. Great value for money. I mean, why buy fresh flowers when you can buy dried lavender? We're fine. Okay, this is getting just too depressing. Let's go fill the flower-shaped hole in my heart with lunch. And not to be dramatic or anything, but I have been waiting for this lunch for years. So it all started a few years ago when I saw a video on social media. So this was the video that first alerted me to the existence of potato buffets here in Yunnan. And as a big potato fan myself, I knew in my heart I wouldn't be complete until one day I could come here and try it for myself. I'm actually here a little bit early or late or early, it depends on your perspective. There are several several potatoes here. Actually, I should probably refer to them as yangyu. That's how they're referred to in this region. You've got tudou, potato in some regions of China, yangyu in other areas of China. Here we are definitely in the yangyu territory, and I have a whole heap of yangyu behind me here, potatoes that are just waiting to be grilled. And then basically the buffet opens. I can come back as many times as I like for as many potatoes as I want. There's a set price, which I believe is 这个自助多少钱一位？9块9 9 renminbi, 9.9 renminbi to be exact for one person. All I want to eat, tudou. Yangyu. The upside is this gives me more than enough time to appreciate this sauce station here. There are so many ingredients here. We've got pickles, we've got more pickles. I believe that's also pickles, but we've got so many things. We've got sauces, we've got chili, we've got powders. This looks like cumin. Oh my goodness, all these. Oh, this looks really peppercorny here, this one. Oh, that looks right up my alley. This looks like a crunchy chili sauce. Wow. This one here just looks like full-on chili seeds. Got some black beans here for an umami kick. That'll be good. But anyway, moral of the story is there are so many sauces here that you can pair with your potato. And I think I'm just gonna get a few different combinations together. This is really gonna be some guesswork. There is no names of what each of these ingredients are, so I'm just gonna have to do my best. I guess the only way to really know what these are is to go in and try some. I'm trying the crunchy spicy sauce. Oh wow. Smoky chili, crunch from peanuts. Oh, that's really good. And I think that would taste good. Maybe some of these cabbage pickles for a bit of sourness. Oh, that is good. I finished the combo off with a bit of peppercorn oil, and holy moly, it was so good that I just started eating it plain out of the dipping bowl and actually had to go back and refill it 3 times before I even got my hands on a potato. I also tried some other sauce combos, but none of them came close to the brilliance of that first sauce I made. In fact, I was munching on it again when my first potato arrived. Oh, look at this steaming potato here. Oh my goodness. Okay, I've never been so ready. I have already decided what sauce I'm gonna go in for first, which is of course this one. And she's let me know that this potato, she's only given me a little bit because it's a little bit on the harder side, just to see if I prefer my potato hard or soft. I think I'm gonna prefer soft, but I'm so hungry, I'm ready to go in for a bite of this hard ass potato. Oh my goodness gracious me. I'm gonna heap on that sauce there. Oh man. Oh man. Wow. I mean, needless to say, I really enjoyed that. I was like almost bordering on sexual, got kind of weird there. But I found myself back at square one. I have no more potato. But the glorious thing about this buffet is you can just get up and ask for more whenever you want. And it looks like this one is gonna be on the softer side. Very nice. Oh, and you can also feel free to go back for more sauces or get experimental with your combinations absolutely anytime. Let's try something different. This has been intriguing me. Let's see just how spicy this is. This also has been intriguing me. I think this might be oyster sauce, but I don't know. I think that's a mistake actually putting that in there. Not sure what this is, but I put it in there too. This is gonna be a weird one, guys. You know what they say, go big or go home. We're either gonna love this sauce or hate it. I am spreading it on. You may think I'm going for a bit of a potato toast thing. No, no, no. I didn't come all the way to Yunnan to go one layer here. We are doing a potato hamburger. Bon appetit. It was a good idea in theory, but the ratio was all off. Can't believe I'm about to say this, but turns out, yeah, you really can have too much potato. That sauce is actually a lot better than I thought it would be. It's good. I mean, probably don't need to say this, but I am a huge fan of this concept. Absolute 10 out of 10. I mean, what is not to love? It's got potato, it's customizable, it's delicious. Kind of makes me wish, honestly, that I lived in Kunming. I've just been sitting here along the street and so many families going by and kids being like, hey mom, I want a potato. There's this mom and this son here, and the son was like, mom, I want a potato. And now they're sitting there eating potato, just like thriving. Maybe I'll move. I would move for potato. Like, if it's a good potato, I would move. I mean, between the flowers and the potato, the universe is basically screaming my name at this point. Pretty much all of today I've been skirting around the main areas of the city. The areas previously when I came to Kunming, I'd kind of stuck to. And I thought, well, I don't want to, miss out or not show you guys an aspect of Kunming. So I've come to one of these main streets, and I do not remember it ever being this busy. I think it must be a school holiday thing, but it is just so crowded here. It's a beautiful street, a lot of, souvenirs, more potato and tofu here, a lot of street snacks. There's a cool building here that everyone is determined to get like the best photo of. Also seeing these crochet headscarves everywhere. Kind of keen to give it a go. Is it cool? Am I doing this right? Is it little, oh my God, it's like, I look like a little baby, like little baby Amy. How do I do this? In the pictures, they're not putting it around. This is a no-no, this is a no-go. We want to put it, oh hello. And that's it, and there she goes. So it looks like we need to tie it around the back here, but honestly, I don't really think this is gonna be my new look. I'm gonna give this a no. This is gonna be a no from me. This hat is not going to Vegas. Oh my God, hair is a mess, but I did find something that I wanted to spend my money on. It's this jasmine flower bracelet. Oh my gosh, jasmine is my favorite smell of flower. And I just actually had a bit of a flashback to the first time I was in this area 10 years ago when I first came to Yunnan province. And I was still very much learning Chinese at the time. I mean, I'm still learning Chinese. My Chinese is definitely not perfect, but I wanted to get this bracelet that they were making everywhere. And I went to ask how much it is, and she said, 5块钱一个. But I thought she said 5块钱一个. So I was like, wow, 5 RMB for this bracelet. It looks so nice. And then she proceeded to like put it all together, spend like 20 minutes constructing this bracelet. I was like, wow, value for money, 5 RMB, this is great. And then I realized she said ke, not ge. And it ended up being a lot more expensive. And this is a memory that I will never let go of, but I still to this day have that bracelet. I love it. I don't know where it is. For a bracelet I love, I probably should know where it is. Anyway, It was nice to come back here, but I am happy to leave this street, I have to say. Hello. Let's go grab us some dinner. I think I'm ready. So at the beginning of our video today, I mentioned I wanted to try 3 things: a local market, a local snack, and a local xiaokao place. So 2 of those things we've already done. That leaves the xiaokao. We are en route to said xiaokao place, and this place is actually a recommendation of my friend who lives here in Kunming, and their recommendation went along the lines of, it's not just xiaokao, it's an experience. Apparently this place has a lot of character. I'm not too sure what they mean by that. I'm excited. I have just arrived. This is the name of the place, and this is where we are. Whoa. My goodness, is that quail?
这是鹌鹑，鹌鹑英文怎么说？
Quail.
哎呦，
Quail. 对。
不是这一个人坐在这里嘛。
坐这里 ，OK。好香啊，真的。
因为还没吃就说香嘛。
I think I know what my friend was saying. This is awesome. As far as I can see, there is no menu. At least nobody has one. Also, nobody has food. I think they may have just opened. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait my turn and just see what happens. As of right now, this is an exclusive quail kind of xiaokao. I've never had xiaokao quail before. I've had a lot of quail. My grandma used to make it a lot, but actually never in China. When the quails were done, she started handing them out, I guess on a first come, first serve basis. She just asked me, how many do you want? And I said 2, because I mean, I think it's not that meaty. So I think 2 is a good number. 你们这儿就是鹌鹑吗？
没有啊，多了嘛，这个是特色呀。
So I've been assured there is more to the menu than just the quail. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what exactly that entails. Also not too sure whether this lady also works here or whether the boss has just said, hey, cook this for me. I wouldn't be surprised. 你是在这里工作还是顾客？
是来顾客。
你来过吗？
第一次。
And she's helping out. Love it. I've got my quail here. Honestly, I don't know how it's gonna taste. It wasn't cooked by the chef. It was cooked by a first timer. So honestly, I really am not sure about this. Also, it seems that there aren't too many herbs and spices put on this. It's kind of like natural taste. I mean, the quail sauce is very flavorful, quite salty. I do think that it's been a little overcooked, but still tasty.
不用这个吃，试着吃。
哦，好的，听你的。
捞着吃。
OK， 好，我就怕不礼貌。OK，
一定要拿手掰。
好 OK, I listened to them. In exciting news, we've got some chicken feet that have just been added to the barbecue. Managed to get myself a chicken foot. Kind of got to get in there while you can. It's good. It's a barbecue chicken foot. There's a lot more spices on this one, so it's got a little bit of like a salty spiciness to it. And also, come to think of it, this is my first time having a barbecue chicken foot. Also the first time having a barbecued quail. So a lot of firsts here at this barbecue. I don't know if this is what all Kunming or Yunnan barbecue is like, but so far I'm really enjoying it. The vibe, it's really about the vibe. I love how communal this is. Everyone is so friendly, we're having great chats. This guy also just offered me some of his like dipping pepper, which was so amazing. It had like Sichuan peppercorn inside and goes so well with this. Oh my God. It was really good. My mouth is like buzzing right now. It was around this point that more things started to come to life on the barbecue. I particularly like this barbecue egg here, would definitely recommend. At one point, the boss even brought out a hairdryer, which was definitely a barbecue first for me. I am so happy I came here. This is such the experience. I've never had xiaokao like this before, and I am likely to probably never have a xiaokao like it again. Very fiery, loving the hairdryer, loving all the techniques this lady is employing. Also just very impressed by her cooking skills. Like, she's cooking for so many people. She's the only chef here. And she's not at all stressed, at least she doesn't look it. She is cool as a cucumber, which is definitely something I need to bring into my kitchen. As soon as I enter the kitchen and I start cooking, it's just chaos. She's really cool. I like her a lot. And yeah, that's gonna bring us to the end of today's food adventure. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for next week as we have more Yunnan food adventures. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek. I'm actually about to go on the ham, cheese and mushroom tour of Yunnan. I mean, they're 3 ingredients you wouldn't typically associate with China, but in this province they're all very, very famous. So I'm going to be making individual videos about all 3 of those ingredients. I cannot wait to go on this adventure with you. So stay tuned to next week and I will see you then. Bye!